Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning into my 2290th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, this video coming at you on a Wednesday night for trading Wednesday night through Thursday, August 5th, 2021. And you should know. If not, you will find out one day when you begin trading. If you have traded, you already know all about this. There's risk involved in this game. No one gets it right every day. Granted, Omni's been giving us winning trades almost every single day, including on Wednesday. Thank you, Omni. Thank you, God. All of that work. Now we got to hope to make money again on Thursday. So, crazy as it sounds, in last night's video, I told you Omni was calling for me to buy the dips, and the market would rally up and we could get out of that trade with a winner and then sidestep, and that's exactly what we did. We got long Russell, we made 24 points, we got out, and then the market dropped, and Omni gave us another winning day on Wednesday. But Omni is flip-flopping, flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop every day this week, including last week, Friday and Sunday. The Omni has flipped from red to green, red to green, red to green. That usually indicates that we are about to vacate the area. In other words, if you're looking at a chart, you've been hanging around here for a while, you're about to leave that area. Which way will it go? Well, we take this one day at a time. We're day traders, right? So we'll find it, we'll be on it. Let the Omni finish flipping, go into whatever it wants to go into, either up or down, and we'll stay with the Omni all the way through. But thank the Lord, we've been doing all right. Flat top remains valid in Dow Jones. 2 days ago, I showed you a flat top. I said I am calling that flat top. It is still just as valid as it was then, even more valid for trading on Thursday. And then I've got some charts, crude oil and the US dollar. And I think you'll find them interesting. Crude's starting to come down now, and a lot of the reason is that US dollar. So I've got some great charts I'd like to show you. Thank you for coming to my website every day, livewithoscar.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing to these YouTube videos. We much appreciate that. And I will continue showing you these great charts that seem to do well for us. So, OmniCamp, September 16th. You better fill out your applications now. There's only, well, I've already seated 3 people. There's 2 seats left. That is it. Fill out your applications. Get them to me. September 16th starts the week of OmniCamp, and I basically throw out a lot of applications. I only call back the ones I like. So make sure you fill out your application for the September OmniCamp, and I'll teach you how to come up with these winning Omni trades exactly the way I give them out to traders all over the world each day. If you've got any difficulty trading, getting in and out of these markets, come to livewithoscar.com. I'm in a live trading room. It's free. I'll see what I can do to help you. Now, don't show up tomorrow, because I'm getting on a plane tonight and I'm out of here for a few days. I'm taking my little Natalie, my little rock star, and her bandmate Soraya, and some of her family, and we're going to film a rock video. And Natalie, my little genius in music, has produced the song, and it's recorded, and it's a great song, and now we're going to record the video for that song and release it before the end of August. So that should be exciting, and I'm going to love traveling with Natalie. And on top of that, we're going to see Greta Van Fleet live while we're there. So not only do we get to film a rock video, we get to see a great rock band. So if you're coming to look for me for help on Thursday, I'm not going to be there. But anyway, I am always at the site 24 hours a day practically. You look for me, you will find me. All right, traders, don't forget, fill out your OmniCamp applications. Join me at livewithoscar.com. And do this. Keep your emotions out of trading. Making emotional decisions is psychotic and will cost you a fortune of that money in your account. You'll just watch it go down. You've got to learn to plan a trade and trade that plan. The Omni plan, that is the best plan that I know. I've been able to survive off of this Omni for most of my life. Now, I'll tell you right now about these Omni camps. If you think I make my money on seminars, I let 5 people show up here 3 times a year. That is it. I don't teach this Omni to a lot of people because I don't want a lot of people to know it. It's not on disc. It's never going to be online. You're never going to do this or find Omni anywhere sold at all, not in software. I only hand deliver it to 5 people at a time, 3 times a year. So I've made my money in my life off of the markets in the Omni. You know, I hold a few seminars a year. It barely even pays for the extravaganza I put out in front of you cats. I've got servers and programmers and you name it, and the bills go through the roof. So just to let you know, I live a good life. The Omni does that for me. If you would like to live that same kind of life, make sure you fill out those OmniCamp applications. Keep your emotions out of trading. And with no further ado, let's go look at some charts.
My expectations are fully met. As a matter of fact, I even got some of them that I didn't even believe I have still met. It's just because Oscar is a great guy. He's very, I mean, his style is very transparent. Is that feeling that he gives you even more than you ask for. Experience was great. All these 4 days are full of information, and even though I've been in the market on and off since 2004, there are a lot of things that I had no idea. What surprised me the most is the fact that everything here, it's simple. Everything I learned was simple, but just connecting the dots. I definitely didn't learn a new language. Like I said, I knew most of the stuff. I wasn't able to connect the dots the way Oscar done after 39 years in the business.
Traders, last night's video, I put this chart in front of you. It was probably the only chart I showed you. And I said, pennant flag, from what I can see, Omni expects NASDAQ to get out of that pennant flag up here. It expects this to happen. So we are going to try to get long either Russell or S&P or NASDAQ, expecting this to happen. And here's where it was, as you can see. And look, it did exactly that. I mean, it did exactly that. And it gave us enough to have a nice fat winning trade on the upside in a market that settled lower. So not bad, right? Now let's go to what's going to happen Thursday. Russell 2000 still looks terrible, failing under my Omni average, and now starting to build this little channel towards the downside, heading back towards the bottom of the bigger channel. And that's what we expect from Russell on Thursday, so we would be selling rallies. Dow Jones Industrial Average, flat top remains in play, remains valid. That's as flat top as you're ever going to get. The market went up and right back down again, so it's confirming the flat top, and we should have a down day on Thursday, at least a sell the rally day. Now traders, just to remind you if you don't know, when I talk about selling a market, we wait for big rallies, then we finally get short and expect it to come back down to the Omni profit objectives, where we then take our profits. So if I say we expect the market to go lower, we want it to move higher first, believe it or not, and then lower. Otherwise, we'd never take the trade. So, you know, we'll wait for the market to reach our Omni spot. If it doesn't reach our Omni spot, there's no trade for the day. We will be selling rallies in the Russell and the E-mini S&P if possible on Thursday, not NASDAQ, Russell and E-mini only. Dow Jones Transportation Average deemed the leader of U.S. indices. Now, when I say it's the leader, that's an overview, so to speak. That's a bird's eye view looking at the forest, not the trees. So a longer-term indicator of where markets should go 2 to 3 months later tends to be the Dow Jones Transportation Average. And if you look at this chart, it was in a fantastic channel all the way up, right? And as it went up, market went up, and it was giving buy signal after buy signal. At the same time, note how you just stayed above this blue average. Just stayed above it the entire move. Well, look what happened right here. When the move changed, you got below the average, and now you're building a channel below the average this way. Just looking at this one chart alone, you'd have to think it's going to continue moving down just the way this continued moving up. So with that indicator pointing lower for Thursday, Omni flip-flopping like a fish out of water and has a red Omni arrow in Russell and S&P, we will be selling the rallies in everything but NASDAQ if we can for trading on Thursday. Now, crude oil. Traders, same sort of thing. Crude oil, look at the major respect crude oil pays to this average. Stays under, stays under, stays under for a long time, and once it gets above, respect, respect, respect every time. Now look what's starting to happen. Through it. Boom. Just a few days later, through it again. Now it's starting to bang away on this average, and crude's starting to come down. Why would that happen? Well, we don't have any supply issues as far as crude is concerned. We have plenty of shale, we have plenty of crude in the world. The dollar index moving higher is finally starting to help crude move lower. Remember how this would work. If this was a teeter-totter, a seesaw in a park, so to speak, and you had dollars on one side and crude oil on the other, when dollars go up, it forces crude to go down, right? The bigger person goes down, the little person goes up. Well, dollars are going up, it makes crude go down. That's how the relationship works. Look at how dollars have rallied lately. Right? I mean, it took a little breather, but it looks like it's rallying back again. That's why crude has been dropping. Traders, take a look at that for yourselves. I'm not calling a crude trade for tomorrow, but I would be worried about the downside more so than the upside. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com.